Transform your body with SA's most trusted fat burner, USN Fedricut XT, clinically proven ingredients for rapid fat loss. USN, it's all about results.
Welkom terug hier by weer eens 'n goed voel oggendprogram Expresso net hier op SABC3. Nou, die Expresso en USN 12-week body and lifestyle uitdaging is nou volstoom aan die gang en ons het nou al die brawe finaliste wat dit aanpak ontmoet. Nou die belangrikste deel van hierdie hele uitdaging is jou dieet en hoe om gesond te eet. En vanoggend het ons vir privaat chef Neill Anthony saam met ons om ons 'n paar gesonde opsies te wys vir Suid-Afrika se mees algemene wegneemdisse. En ook saam met ons natuurlik het ons twee van ons celeb deelnemers, Guy en Carl. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning. Neill, nice to see you again. Man.
So Neill, you're going to show us what we can eat while
we'll show
we
you
take
what
this.
We'll show you what's best for you to eat.
Okay.
What's best for you?
So
the thing is,
let's
you shouldn't
establish
really
getting that rather than that.
Rather than that,
Oh,
I mean
goodness.
that's not really brain surgery, is it?
No.
But I mean, I think before we start anywhere, let's just find out how's it been going with your diets?
Look, we are sticking to it, but we're battling. Let's be honest.
Big tough. Yeah.
When you're on shakes only and you're trying very hard to eat oats just soaked in fruit juice, which you've never done before. It's a bit of a psychological shift, and as it is for anybody who has to embark on something new. So
That's why it's called a challenge.
that's why it's a challenge.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
it is a challenge, and we've become very good friends with the porcelain rim as well at home.
But it's good
Well,
because I mean,
all that stuff through, you know?
I mean, it's extremely difficult with these fast foods out there. I mean, burgers, fried chicken, pizza. I mean, we all love to eat it. Now, Neill, this is where you come in. We need to give these guys some healthy alternatives.
Well, I mean, what we've got here is basically the alternatives to what you would. I mean, you're still getting the same sort of, I think, enjoyment out of the food, just without all the sort of, feeling too heavy afterwards. Like, we've got the burger there, but then we've just got a really nice
Should I
piece
demonstrate how to eat it?
ostrich. No, it's fine. I think we all know how to use it. Yeah.
Okay.
You're good.
Oh.
But also, I think if you look at this, guys, I mean, if you look at the unhealthy foods, you can look at them and they just look a bit sort of dull and boring. The healthy stuff's got a bit of, bit of life to it. It's a bit of, a bit of colour. You know what I mean? If you think about what you're putting into your body, I mean, that's just going to be sit there and not be very sort of pleasant on your body, especially if you're working out as well.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to work out properly. Okay. So we've got stuff like the ostrich and the sort of chicken and sort of grilling and stuff like that. So it gives you those sort of smoky sort of flavours that you would get.
Tell me, is this healthy to eat? Because that's what's that, like panini bread or
No,
something?
that's
What
just
is that?
just the wrap basically. But it's so nice when you just toast them in a machine or in a pan. You get that whole sort of crispy sort of outside and the sort of soft middle, which gives you a much nicer mouthfeel.
Wow.
Because we're scared of anything that looks like that.
like
bread, yeah.
Anything that looks like
No,
bread,
no,
we're scared of.
no, you
And so what does that basically matter? Is it wheat in there or?
Well, you can get wheat-free wraps. You can get whole wheat wraps. That's just normal wrap at the moment.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, but I mean, you can really see, I mean, these healthy options actually looks better than your burger or your pizza
That looks
or
really
your
good.
fried chicken.
Exactly.
What is that base on that one there?
That's a whole wheat pizza. So that's a whole wheat pizza with some really nice tuna on top, some sautéed mushrooms, a little bit of green apple for some crunch,
Yeah.
a little bit of rocket there, and just dressed with a little bit of olive oil.
Yeah. And what about this dish over there? That looks very colourful
That's
as
of
well.
course the famous quinoa.
Yeah.
Very good for you, very high in protein, very natural protein. Once again, some sautéed mushrooms, some more protein through there, just some beef mince that you could have maybe even had from the night before, whatever. Freshen it up with some fresh herbs, a little vinaigrette, and some peppers for a bit of crunch.
Yeah.
Where do we get menus like this from?
Me.
Can we?
Oh.
Literally.
We
need help,
I'm doing the
seriously.
challenge as well.
Oh, fantastic.
That's
good
it.
to
It's
hear.
nice. So it's difficult, guys. We know it's 6 meals a day. I mean, this is what you need to eat. Preparation obviously plays a key role when it comes to your diets. I mean, how's it going with the preparation? I mean, you need to think about what you're going to do.
Well, exactly. And the thing is, for example, this morning, neither of us have eaten a breakfast because we would have needed to get up a hell of a lot earlier in order to have anything. We didn't.
Yeah, but you should.
You need to
get some of these.
Get us some of
Connect us,
those.
thank you.
We need some of
On the
those.
go.
Wow.
That's
We need
on
one
the
of
go.
these.
You see, this is-
we've got two of these, one protein and one of those.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be nice. We haven't had time to eat, and then as you say, there is a lot of planning. Hey? I mean, you go to gym, you
preparation's
got to
in it,
think,
yeah.
okay, I need a protein shake before, and then I need one after, and
It's a lifestyle change. But I must say, if you get to these, this Protein Fuel 24 is absolutely amazing because that's what I do when I get up in the morning. I have one of these because it's like a substitute breakfast, it's a meal replacement, which is great. So this is a good option. You guys really consider this. Try and get this.
are these full? There we go.
Thank you.
Yeah. You can have it. It tastes amazing.
Yeah.
So this happens. So 6 meals a day. We need to know this is where your supplementation comes in. Obviously, your mid-morning, mid-afternoon, and then there's that 6th meal as well, which should be like a protein dessert or something like that, just to keep you full throughout the night, which is great.
Those hunger bugs
All
away.
right. So here's the thing. Before we came on air, I took Guy's body fat measurements. All right, guys. And I've measured it right. We're going to figure out what it was beforehand. We're going to get those figures. But right now, it seems like you're just below 31%. Just below 31%. It means you've still got a little bit to go. I mean, how old are you now?
32.
Yeah, so you should actually be between 11 and 17%.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I'm 30?
30, just below 31.
Oh, just below 31?
Exactly. You're getting there. You're getting there. So we'll find out and see if you have been doing something right. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know about. He looks a little bit slimmer though.
Yeah,
You look slimmer. There's something in your face as well.
No, stop.
This
You
handsome
look
hunky
similar.
look.
Something in your hair. I'm not
I don't know
sure
what it
what's
is. It's
on
just
there.
the hair that's losing weight at the moment. That's the thing. Yeah.
So Carl, I still need to do yours to see if you have been doing something right.
That's easy. Just, you can basically just watch the guns there. See that there? How you doing?
The guns are looking good. The guns. Is that my name behind a mountain?
That's correct.
All right, guys. So if you kindly would just lift your shirts, I'm going to be doing that. While I do that, we are going to be finding out something very, very interesting. The Design and Art are starting tomorrow at the CTICC. And there's something called like the Millennium Forest. Now, Dan Pearson, he's a guy that designed this Millennium Forest. He's been actually commissioned to design it. And it's supposed to be a forest that will last like 1,000 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Only one of those.
Yeah.
Now, you see, that's great because no one can actually test that. Because no one's going to be around in 1,000 years. So, I mean, you could say that this food will last, and no one will know, will
Don't
they?
be so pessimistic.
Okay.
Come on, we're going to find that out. So let's go over to Cat and chat while I take Carl's body fat measurements. Up, let's go. Let's go.
USN FedriCut XT, clinically proven ingredients for rapid fat loss.
Stay with Expresso and SABC3.